So, Jeff, most people think I'm just a busboy with mad DJ skills,
Yeah, that's true.
but come on, I got the look too.
Oh, yeah, you do. I'm
Yeah.
happy. I'm happy you finally came around.
I'm not really sure what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio.
DJ James Kennedy, he does have the look.
He does kind of border between sickly and looking good.
Okay, hello everyone. Welcome
Hi.
to But I'll Take a Pinot Grigio. We have made it to the end of season 3 of Vanderpump Rules, episode 18. This one's called Dethroned. And the reference is to Stassi?
I
Who's being
think
dethroned in this episode?
some kind of it could only be referring to her, but she's really not dethroned, so I don't know.
Well, she was dethroned like 6 episodes ago. She's had a
Right.
total screen time of 8 minutes in the last 6 episodes.
I feel like this is
Like-
all fallout. This whole season is mainly fallout from her being dethroned, like not even this season. So
Possibly.
I don't know.
Well,
Maybe we spend too much.
so-
We spend more time on the titles than I think they do. Sometimes.
Well, I'll for sure. But this one also too, it got me mixed up. I thought this is what I get for reading Reddit, because I thought that we were going to see Patrick in this episode. That's what the Reddits and the internets told me.
Well, that's what, like you said, that's what I mean. We're going. It's episode by episode, baby.
The little package at the beginning to kind of like catch us up for this season. I'm not going to go into everything, but the high points are they acted like trash and went too far throughout this whole episode. Jeff, this same season was the fight between Tom and James when Sheena got her foot cut. That was this season.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like a million years ago?
They first played it off like this season looked like one big party. It kind of started off the clips from this season like it was one big party, a little fighting. I was like, this seems more festive than I'm feeling. I mean, these last few weeks have been a little hard on some stuff, so I was like, this is coming off like MTV Spring Break. But yeah, there's a lot that's happened. I mean, this is our biggest season so far, so yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah, for sure. And like the major through lines were, of course, they acted like trash. They tried to throw in some Vale in there. Stop trying to make Vale happen.
I just said Vale.
This whole feud with Stassi. I'm betrayed. You're betrayed. Wine and Cheese got married. Schwartz is a cheater, but he's not a cheater. But yes, he is. A ring on a string. Kristen is delusional. James hates it. She's fired. Miami. The truth will come out because Jax tells business. That is kind of like the rundown, what we need to know to catch us up to get started here. And this episode, what? Did I miss one?
Well, let's not forget that noise Sheena made on the patio when she says, listen to me. That's just stuck with me. Like, I noted it weeks ago, and now that I love, like, out of all, like, over Go Suck a Dick, Diana, we have, the listen to me in that pitch that, there it is. That's the one. And yeah, I mean, like, that's what we need when they have like those old school cans. Like if you had Sheena's head and you lifted it up, like the cookie jar, like,
yeah. Or like glasses were shattering around the block. Yeah. But this episode too, I like it was because it took place only in like 2 different places. Like they were at the Pink Hotel and then they were at Sir. And so I kind of like that because it kind of keeps us moving through the plot line. We don't have to constantly vibe check every scene they're in. But how cute is this photo shoot? It is so cute. It's like a greaser pinup, like 50s outsiders vibe.
We're both fans of the pinup look, so this is right up. So we're both fans here.
Yeah, we do love a theme, but Sandoval doesn't have to get ready because he stays ready. He is already in character. He is just like, feeling this whole vibe, but they all do look really cute, especially the girls. The boys are all kind of just like white t-shirt, leather jacket, but the girls with those little mod bathing suits, they're just really cute, really cute.
Yeah. I mean, we got a really cool leather jacket, of course, by Sando. Something's going on right away. Like Lisa just comes around the corner, like white t-shirt and jeans, but like super made up top. Like, all right, what's going on here? Like, it feels like, okay, this is going to be fun and special. We've been really playing dirty the last few weeks. So it's like, is this going to be like a little fun reprieve? We'll see.
Well, not if Sheena has anything to do with it,
Mhm.
because she just cannot contain it any longer. She must tell about the Jack's dinner. So Sheena goes to Sandoval. Hey, man, Jack said this. All of this stuff. We had dinner with him. He said, like, unequivocally that he knows for a fact you slept with that girl. And then the editors are so shady. We flash back to him saying, please stop telling Kristen my business. Stop talking to Kristen about me. And then they flash to that dinner where he's like, yes, unequivocally. Yes, absolutely. And so this, and then we'll get to what he does in a minute. Yeah, we'll get to him in a minute. He made it a whole 24 hours, I guess, until he had to tell. He made that promise to Sandoval and then immediately went and told Kristen everything.
Yeah.
And, Sheena here, and Sheena believes Jax. Sheena believes 100% that he slept with that girl because she interrogates him a little bit there. She's like, he has been on kind of a truth kick lately, and I think he's trying to do better. And she believes him because it happened. All right.
Yeah, I have a big question mark next to the truth kick. I love watching people pull up and get excited, though. Like I said, Sandoval's got the jacket. Jackson Peter Peter wants to be the bad boy. He throws that out there. It's kind of like when he kept saying he wants a dog and nobody paid attention. Like, I'll be the bad boy. And no one's like, yeah, dude, you should. You should be the guy that comes in and looks bad. It's like, I'll do it. Like, crickets, nothing.
I don't even know if they see Peter now, right? Like, he's just like a fixture, like, a rocking chair in the room. I mean, he's just poor Peter.
I bet when they need some clean glasses, they see him.
Oh, yeah, for sure. He's like the background. Like later on, whenever Vale and Jax were flirting right in front of him, and he was like, no comment. And I'm like, no, duh. I mean, even if you did make a comment, nobody hears you. Just say it to the void, Peter. This is more drama at a photo shoot, too. But at least in this one, they have cute outfits. Because last year, remember, they had that mirror when Jax and Sandoval had to take a picture, and they were beefing back then because Jax slept with Kristen or whatever thing that was going on. Well, at least now they're cool.
That was it.
Yeah. Now they're in cool uniforms, and they get to smoke during it, so that's awesome.
Oh, yeah. We got a couple folks pulling up on their boards. We got like British Bart Simpson, wannabe James. Danny's got the board that comes up. Love seeing that. Yeah.
Who's Lexi and Matt? Wait, who? Who's Lexi and Matt?
I said we love seeing that. You got a special appearance from Danny coming up on the board. Lexi and Matt are there. Yeah, that's my favorite.
I thought you were naming people. I was like, I've never heard of Lexi and Matt.
No, they come out. Everybody's looking good immediately. Katie, very at home in her pinup shorts. Yeah.
Yes, lots of booties hanging out too. The cameraman just goes straight in on all the booties, and they're changing shirts, and like the camera is just up on abs and bellies, and I'm like, okay, take it down, softcore. Look, this is network TV.
Yeah.
This is where we get James's line about how he's a busboy with mad DJ skills. And I'm like, okay, well, you gotta believe it. You dress the part you want, okay? Because he is really, really strong about it. So Sheena already did, she ticked the box telling Sandoval, right? Now she's got to tick the box to tell Ariana. And she tells the same story here. And of course, cool girl extraordinaire does not believe. And I wrote this because Ariana's first reaction is to be like, oh yeah, Jax is so believable. And I think it was a little naive for Kristen to depend on Jax being the pin that's holding this together, right? Like, to pin this whole story on his believability was a real misstep, because even if he's telling the truth, nobody is believing him because he is the meathead that cried wolf so many times that they're just like, oh, well, it is. And so Kristen thinking he's going to exonerate her, not the best plan.
No, it never has been. I mean, it's fallen through before for like he was the go-to, and it was like the Katie and the club situation. It's never worked. You can ask him what he had for lunch that day. He's going to lie to you. It could not matter at all. Like, we haven't seen, like, we've even gone last week we were talking about the truth would help him in this situation. The truth would be a great thing to say, and he chooses to lie, which immediately backfires and goes horrible for him. So he has no idea what to and what, not even what to not to lie about. Speaking of liars, old Sheena right here in this in between, right before she ping and pongs back. It's really hard to be in the middle of all this with these people. It's really hard. She doesn't like to be in the middle. It's an uncomfortable situation. So she immediately goes and interjects herself in the middle of 3 different things.
You preface that by saying, speaking of liars.
Well, I'm just saying.
Sheena tells a big old lie about, just like the lie that Lisa told last week about how she doesn't like to meddle in their business.
Yeah. LVP doesn't meddle.
That lie too.
It's very hard for Sheena to, like, you don't have to you don't have to go to Tom or Ariana. Like, you don't have to do that.
Right.
You're choosing to.
Well, I mean, I could see her going to Ariana because if she hasn't mentioned it, they're best friends. And so I think that bears another conversation too, right? But she is kind of, kind of undermining Ariana's story here. And you can see Ariana start to get mad. She's like, how can you cheat on somebody when we are talking and texting the whole time? And Sheena's like, well, you weren't really texting and calling the whole time. And was it one of those FaceTimes? Oh, the FaceTime didn't work in that room.
FaceTime didn't work in the room.
What? You said that out loud, thinking that was going to be the thing that got, I was like, oh, well, if that story, that checks out for sure.
Yeah.
That's so stupid.
And she is, like, Sheena is being real with her. Like, I get her going to her.
Yeah.
Like, he's not a cheater. He's not a liar. Like, he's been both. Like,
yes, he is.
Like, you should watch some of the show you're on. Like, you should really see some of this.
That's exactly right. Like,
it's there.
Like, Gary, roll the tape for Sheena because or for Ariana. She needs to see what's been happening. But so Ariana gives like little peeks though into like I think what's really happening, because she says things, and she said something like this before, where Tom and I are not the kind of couple that want people in our business. So there is business to be in. She just doesn't want everybody else in it. And I respect that, sure, but maybe just say that. Be like, hey, this is between me and Tom. Please back out of this, because everybody knows that man fucked that girl in Miami. Like, that girl flew across the country, paid an airfare, showed her real ID to get on an airport and get on an airplane, fly to another city, got a bad spray tan to tell a lie? Like, come on. And so I think maybe I'd have more respect for her if she would just be like, listen, Tom did what he did. We're handling it in-house. Okay? This is an in-house situation.
Yeah, and that's what we figured last week. We decided all this has gone on. Ariana knows at this point, probably. And I'm like, what the fuck is Sheena? And like, really, I'm about to get like way more upset with her than I have been in a while. And she's like, okay, I'm not Kristen. You're telling me that's your side and you're sticking to it, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it at that. I love you. And it's like, great. That sounds like a friend looking out for a friend. The fact that she went to Tom first, all right, whatever. We'll deal with that another time. But she did go to her friend and talk to her about it. And,
well, I think that is definitely the play, right? Because what are you going to do? So I had a situation similar to this. We didn't find out that her husband was unfaithful to her before her, but she did. And she kind of turned to us to support. Their plan was to work it out, my friend. Like, they wanted to work it out. She believed that they could get on the other side of it. And you know what? As a friend, I'm like, okay, that's what I'm rooting for. I had another friend who did not want that to happen. She took it very personal. She was like, this man hurt your feelings. I can't believe you're doing this. Like, why would you do this? Like, I can't be friends with you if you're going to be in his life. And I mean, don't make somebody choose between you and somebody else, their husband, because they ain't going to choose you, right? They're not going to choose you. So I think that is the play there, that Sheena knew she had played all the hands that she had and given Ariana the space, like, okay, ma'am, don't worry, he'll embarrass you soon enough, but that's for y'all to figure out.
Yeah, also maybe just like, there's no reason for me to be more involved than I am right now. Like, I heard about this shit. I asked you about it. You said this about it. I gave you my little argument. And then you said, we're moving on down the road. And I said, all right, cool. Because guess what? Unlike Kristen, I have enough shit going on besides this where I can go. I'm not so dementedly focused where this is all I see in my life now.
I mean, it is so hard to watch Kristen be so disconnected from reality. But before I get to her, speaking of disconnected
Yes.
from reality, we got to talk about Schwartz in the least productive therapy session ever.
I thought you were going to say, speaking of hard to watch. So also that works for this as a segue.
Fair enough. Yes. Jeff, what do you think
Yes.
what is the reason that this man made this therapy appointment? Like what? Because he didn't say anything that we just saw anyway, that he hasn't already said in his confessionals, that he hasn't already said to his friends or to Katie herself. What do you think was the motive of making this on camera therapy session?
I think Katie mentioned it somewhere and he's like, cool, I'll go tick that box also, because
Okay.
he gives both arguments. He says like his piece and he's like, well, maybe I wouldn't be that way. Like he's the first to note that he's putting forth the effort, at least. And then the doctor's like, you just cheated on her.
Yeah,
You
really.
just did that. And not only did it not really just happen, but you did just tell her about this. So this is all brand new. Like she comes right off the bat, like shuts him down. If there was like a professional way to be like, no, 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 the way he does, that's exactly what she did. Like, all right.
Like,
So it's clear. I'm like, he skips in like it's just going to go easy breezy. Like I'm here, I'm doing the therapy. Okay. Clearly I'm putting forth the effort. My man, you just took your penis out of somebody else and now we are here. Like, why do you think you're needing to put forth all this effort if it's all so good? And if it is great, stop it with your baby talk.
Yeah, she does call him out on that thing that we hate so much, though, right? Where she's like, you're trying to rush her through her feelings, like, chill the fuck out. Because it even flashes back where I think I didn't catch this when he was giving her the ring on a string, but this man uttered the phrase, oh, don't think too much about it. Don't take it so serious. Meanwhile, tears like this. But then he says this. This is why I had to question the motives here, because he was like, oh, I'm just really, really scared, blah, blah, blah. But I can't say this to Katie.
Yeah.
My man, you just did. You invited this camera crew in here. You just did say it to Katie. And what the worst part is, by the time she sees that, y'all might have made up.
Yeah.
And now she's about to get mad about some bullshit that you said in a therapy session, which the least productive one. Give him his money back.
No, don't give him his money back. He'll buy another stupid tie. And I mean, all of it sounds so bad. Like you just like, he keeps talking and it's just like, well, this scene is going to stop. And he just keeps talking. And I mean, he even has a great idea, like maybe I'll just propose, which if Katie's not going to get pissed off at some of the other stuff he says, like I never, like if Brooke saw a picture, a video of me talking to my buddies about like, things are going well. I'm going to do this. I think I might even ask her to marry me. We're going to do blah, blah, blah. Like at no point, even at some bar with my buddies, like, I don't know, man, I guess I'll just fucking propose. Like, cause that's what he's doing right here. And that is rough. And then 2 seconds later, like, and maybe it's time I could let her go also. Like,
yes, like there's
dude,
nothing more romantic.
What do you want?
What do you want? Well, he wants it exactly like this. He wants Katie to take care of him. He wants to loaf on the couch and play Call of Duty all day, walk Gordo like he doesn't want to get a job, he doesn't want to grow up. And like I was saying, like every girl wants a shut up ring, right? Like, oh my God, shut up enough. Like that's nothing more romantic than that. But that's what he wants. He doesn't want to be a responsible grown-up adult. And that's literally all Katie wants. Like, she just wants this man to be grown. And he is clawing and scratching at his boyhood while she is, like, tugging one leg. That didn't come out right.
No, as soon as you were saying, like, to his boyhood, I just pictured him in that photo shoot where he's, like, kind of jumping, like doing that. I was like, oh, he is really. And none of this, like we're saying, like Katie does know all this. I mean, it's just like, do you really want to grow up and do something? Like, no. I mean, he's saying everything but flat out, like, no, this is what I'd like.
She characterizes herself as pushing 30. No woman says that about themselves without some kind of desperation attached to it. You know what I mean? Like, I've never I don't even want to say the phrase of what I'm pushing right now. I'm not even going to say that phrase out loud.
I think the only women who say they're pushing 30 are 17 or 42. Like, you're either like, what do you mean this isn't my ID? Like, I'm pushing 30 over here. Like, that's a teenager that says that.
Yeah.
And because they don't know better, or someone approaching mid 40s who's like, I'm pushing 30 over here. Clearly, that's what this is. No one in the 26 to 29 range is pushing 30 for their words. No.
30? I've never heard of that. Who's 30? So, back to the shoot. And so Sandoval pulls Jax for a chat. And listen, by now, we have a literal handbook for how Jax is going to react. I could have predicted this scene without it even playing out, because Sandoval pulls him and was like, hey, man, what are you telling Krista? What? Telling who? About what? What are you talking about? No, I know you said these things to her. He lies. No, I didn't say nothing to her. Then he tries to bluff. I will bring her over here. Bring Sheena over here. So then when Ariana does come over there, he flips the accusation. Well, if you hadn't been doing all this shit around, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like, I'm done talking about it, and walks away. That is the literal formula this man has done every single time he's been confronted.
Yeah, they go to talk about the Miami shit, which really should have been the episode. Like, that would have been the title of the season. Like, no season 3, like, this Miami shit is just going to drag on out. He even has the audacity to tell Tom, like, you're the one letting this live. Like, you're breathing life into this.
No.
Like, you are the one doing all this. Like, like, everyone, of course, is out there watching it too. Like, and
like, maybe Jack should watch the show he's on and watch himself, because I know that we throw the phrase gaslighter around a lot in these day and times, these harried times that we're in. But this is a quite literal textbook. Like, he's saying, no, the thing you saw me do, I didn't do that. And the thing that you're saying that I did, no, you're doing that. Like, that is crazy making. And the fact that Sandoval stays so chill with him, I mean, listen, whenever he punched him in the face, was it last season's finale? No man has ever deserved to be punched in the face, in the forehead, because he punched him in the forehead, more than Jax Taylor deserved it. And he deserves it again in this episode.
I know, and it has a feeling like it's going to happen again. It's like, not only does he say, like, you're the one giving life to this. He's like, I have to get out here and say stuff because other people don't have the balls to have a real conversation. Like, you just switched your story 7 times in 4 lines somehow. I mean, we can't even you don't have any idea what you're lying about. He is the most confusing person. I mean, other than just like, he's overall shitty, sure. But like, what is your, like, I've wanted to grab him so many times, like, what are you going for, man? You know what? You can still flip me if you tell me what you're going for.
Well, I think he is the absolute most confused person. He has no sense of identity. Like, I think he thinks he is something, like one kind of person, or he has like a certain set of characteristics, but that is not how he executes. It's almost like, if you were to program an alarm clock, which the only reason I'm telling the story because this is what happened, but like, you program an alarm clock to go off at 7:21, and you want it to go off, and you hit the snooze and it stops, and it just continues to go off all day long, making a cuckoo noise, so much so that we had to put it in the backyard. And then when our neighbors came out to complain, we had to put it in the garage. And then when it still wouldn't go off, we had to put it in a drawer in a file box in the garage, and it might still be going off right now. But anyway, it's like, I think he thinks he's one thing, but he is outputting this completely other thing, which I think might be going on.
He's got cuckoo energy. He's got literal cuckoo energy. That's what you're telling me.
I mean, all day long yesterday, all I heard was cuckoo, cuckoo, cuckoo. Yeah, the cats are meowing because they've been hearing it too. Their food is out there. They're probably like, oh, yeah, no, bitch, go get this out of here. It's driving me crazy. Neither here nor there.
It is. More back to them just looking great, I guess, eventually.
Yes, for sure. And then LVP joins them, and she looks really great too. Although sometimes when she does that like high, like bump it beehive situation, it ages her in a way that I think, I don't know, it just doesn't do it.
Oh, speaking of aging people, I think this is where Vale flirts with Peter a little bit right before this too. And it's like, she's just messing with him at this point. I think there is no like, yeah, Peter and I are just buddies. Like it happens later on in the episode too. Like,
Yeah.
I think she's messing with him a little more than he likes at this point. If that matters at all.
Or hear me out. She might forget how boring a dumb he is because he's so handsome. So like she'll won't talk to him for a while, and she'll see him, floating around, folding napkins or making schedules or whatever, and be like, "Oh wow, he's handsome." Okay, and then she goes back and he says something real stupid. She's like, "Oh yeah, okay, never mind," because his outside does not match his inside. So maybe she just forgets that he's, a lump of mayonnaise.
Until he opens his mouth. Yeah.
Yes.
And, I had no idea what this party was for at Sir. I thought we were just celebrating the photo shoot for a while. I thought it was just like a year-end wrap party. And then, like, halfway through, they're like, anyway, Lisa, happy 10 years of Sir Restaurant. And, we just celebrated the 20th on our other season.
Yeah. Well, that's so funny because
this is a reason to celebrate. Like, how come this never got mentioned? There's not like a big banner behind her, like, happy 10 years.
I completely forgot about it too until you just mentioned it, because I also thought, we just saw the 20-year anniversary on our season 12 coverage, which you guys can go back and listen to that anytime you want. The whole season is out there now. But what is the point of her inviting Stassi to Sir to invite her to the party the next night at Sir? They don't have text messages? Like what?
Those aren't it's not the same night. Yeah, I guess it was a different night. This is confusing. The whole Sir thing was confusing.
Yeah. And
I honestly thought they staged that thing like it was that same day. They went, changed clothes, and came right back. I don't even know.
Well, I just remember Lisa saying, okay, it doesn't really. But she says, join us for drinks tomorrow night at Sir. She says that as they're wrapping up.
Yeah.
And so then we get that scene with Stassi, who is wearing a white dress. And that's where LVP is like, hey, I really want you to come tomorrow night. I want you to make up with Katie. She was like trying to do a little bit of matchmaking. So was that the same day? The conversation with Stassi was the same day as the photo shoot? Lisa went from the photo shoot to Sir?
I guess so. Yeah. I mean, but while we're there, she's talking about how she doesn't have many of those people in her life. That's why she didn't help do the photo shoot. And Lisa's straight up like, well, you've cut them all out, which she wouldn't know if she wasn't meddling in other people's business. But yeah, Lisa would know about her leaving all these people behind if she wasn't, doing some meddling, which she doesn't like to do, of course.
Well,
but she kind of has our point of view, like, Katie's been a really good friend to you. And Stassi, in a great moment here, like really tries, really gets close to I've been a good, like there's so much of every fiber of her being wants to be like, well, I've been a good friend too. But even Stassi like can't get all that out there because she's not as far gone as Jax. And it's just very like, I've been no, and she just backs off of it. And I think that's pretty telling. But that's why LVP wants her there. I think it's just because of Katie. She needs a good friend. She's going through some shit. Her fucking bonehead boyfriend that I've tried to hire 13 different times at multiple locations cannot work out because I can't even trust him to come in with a tie in one piece, let alone work for 30 straight minutes, or the anxiety gets to him. Like, she needs someone her age in her life who she's had great times with show up and be that person for Katie is kind of all she's saying.
And Stassi says that the last time that her and LVP spoke was whenever they had that tense exchange about, you just want people who want to do what you say.
Right.
That's been weeks, and that's been many, many episodes ago, right?
Yeah, that was when they were in Miami. I mean, it's a long time ago. Like that was a big conversation too. That's where we thought that fourth wall was about to come down. It's like, well, you make people do this stuff for you, and we're like, what are we watching here exactly?
Mm-hmm. Oh, also, I guess we had this scene where James begs for Kristen to be able to come to the party. So I guess maybe it was serving dual purposes. That
I have one reaction to this conversation. That's it right there. If you can.
can see, yes. Don't worry, you'll have your official stamp any day now. So, like, they go from Kristen or they go from James and LVP talking about, hey, Kristen, she just wants to come. She wants to be on my date. She's just going to be really chill, like whatever, to Kristen's confessional saying, I'm just here to prove that I'm not a liar. I just need everyone to know X, Y, Z. And I'm like, girl, just go and have free drinks. Don't, like, stand down for one night. Stand down.
Well, I know you're the one that likes to analyze folks and put a label on them and stuff, like that, because you are the professor, the closest to a medical doctor here. But I'm here to also tell you, I do the research, and I tell you, she's going through something they call the just world hypothesis.
Okay.
So her urge to feel morally right in everything that she's done, it can be a real powerful urge. And if that becomes your one single thing, like something's coming to town and you want to be the one to stop it, like this politician is doing something and you're, like people on their a vlog or a writer, they're the one that wants to prove someone so bad. That's all they end up doing. So it narrows your perspective, which we're saying happens to her. And as that happens, your reactivity increases heavily. So let's just say someone said anything against that world you are going for, you fly off the handle way more. Even if you're an excitable person, that's what happens. And like, it really is liable to catch you if you have like a worldview, which maybe Kristen does, that's very filled with self-certainty. Like, I'm right. I'm the one that can do this. And I believe that this happened, and that will prove that I tell the truth. So it thinks you give yourself you're more concerned with being correct than you are clarity and how you're perceived and what you're doing to other people out there. And I happened to come across it as we're talking in this episode, and I was like, that sounds a little doty to me. Yeah.
So, sir, how did you just happen to come across it? What materials are you perusing that it's the just world? What is it?
Meditation practice studies. Yeah.
Okay. And it's called the just world what?
Hypothesis.
Okay. I think you may have nailed it. See, this is you forever one-upping me on my diagnosis. You do it one time and yours is like the best ever. Like, how dare you?
I got this one. Look, it's a numbers game. You're way ahead. Don't worry about it.
You just
also,
really
you probably would have explained that better than I did if you retold it. So,
but it really does feel very on the nose, though, because it's like she cannot see anything else that is happening in the world. I mean, like a meteor hits Earth, aliens invade, and she's like, "I'm not a liar."
I hope they didn't get Anne Marie because she's got my back on this shit. But it was just like everything I kept reading about it said it was like, you have the urge to feel morally right. Like, that's her. It narrows your perspective. Absolutely. If this happens, then it increases your reactivity. Like, holy crap. I mean, like every single thing. I was like,
that makes that deal that they made so much more like tentative. Like, it just seems or fragile because Kristen says, or James says, hey, whether you leave here as the world's biggest liar or the world's biggest truth teller, it's done, right? It's done. And you saying that means that it's going to fall apart immediately if it doesn't go her way, which we understand that it doesn't really go her way.
Yeah, their conversation acts like there's not a Sir Alley in the world, but this world does have a Sir Alley, and things will end up there. Yeah.
And so we go to the party and everyone is arriving, including Jiggy. Let this dog rest. His social battery is at a 0. Jiggy is an introvert.
A social butterfly. He thrives on this. He thrives on this.
I don't believe he does. I believe Jiggy wants to be at home in his sweats watching The Bachelor. He does not want to be drug around town in these dumb tuxedos. Let this man sit on his couch and eat pasta. Okay, like
he has to go back to his house and hear Lance Bass's dog talk about all the cool places he's been to, and he's like, "Where'd you get to go, Jiggy?" And he's like, "10th anniversary party of Sir." You mean like where your mom works? Like, don't worry about it. Just because you get to fly around with Lance Bass.
No, Jiggy doesn't.
Jiggy's in the alley.
Yeah, he's like, God, is it time to go?
Fucking
Call me an
Lance
Uber.
Bass's dog has to come here and one up me every time.
So silly. So we should have sent him to the bar to have shots with Stassi and Kristen. He's just like so beleaguered with this fucking party. But this unholy union between
Kristen's just
Stassi and
always on her
Kristen.
phone. Yeah.
Yeah. What is she doing on her phone? Who is she texting? What is she doing?
It has to be Jax. I'm just guessing she's texting Jax. Like, if they're not together,
Yes.
I assume, like, I bet her and Jax, like, whatever plan they were on and whatever kind of plans we were doing in 2014, exceeding big time.
Or she's tweeting out things about loyalty and being like the best friend ever. Like the clarity and meditation is the way to go. Like shit like that on Twitter that is so outrageous.
Wait, Stassi comes in with Christina Kelly, right? Oh, after we have the weird Lisa and the Cheeses joke about a little cheese here in 9 months. And then
I skipped right over. I didn't even write that down.
But as soon as I see,
tell you right now.
Yeah.
I think it is in such bad taste to immediately start asking a woman when she's going to pop a baby out. You don't know her life. You do not know. Shut up. And then it's so awkward that you're like, oh, I'm infertile, or we don't want to have babies because babies are a time suck and they cost so much money. Like, they make it weird immediately.
That's because I was 30 before I met, the person I married. It's like, when's this person going to find somebody? Like, when are y'all going to get serious? Like, okay, we're living together. Like, when are y'all getting married? Like, all right, man, we're married now. Like, when are y'all having a baby? Like, well, that never happened. And about 5 or 6 years later, like, less and less people start acting like, yeah, I guess you shouldn't have asked to begin with. And now you don't have to have the weird follow-up. But it is weird.
You know what? It's none of anybody's fucking business.
Which is going to make what I'm bringing up awkward, but I'm going to go ahead and go with it because Stassi comes in with Christina.
Here we are.
And Christina, we've always seen at work or with Stassi. Like, who's Christina's guy? Why doesn't Christina Kelly have a guy on here?
Well, maybe he doesn't want to be on camera. Maybe she's single.
She's never even said, like, there's this guy I was talking to. Oh, and on this date. Oh, you know how my boyfriend is.
Stop.
Like,
didn't we just talk about this? That it's none of our goddamn business.
That's why I was saying this is going to make this awkward. But
no, I mean,
I don't know her personally. This is my job to speculate. All right.
That's exactly right. But Christina is what we call a friend of, okay? She's not a main player. And so the friend of exists solely when they are in the orbit of the main character. So it doesn't matter if she's got a boyfriend. It doesn't matter. All she serves is sidekick energy to Stassi. Now, she is not she doesn't present as a sidekick. She's beautiful and smart and funny, although real fucking mean these days.
Yes, she continues her streak here. Yeah, I'm eating my words every week watching this now.
Yeah.
But like Rachel is like Kristen's buddy who dates James and he works there. We know about Rachel. We know she's been punched by a stripper. We know some stuff going on in her life. I know more about Rachel than I do Christina Kelly. Just weird thing. And the more mean she is, the less I care, I guess. So.
Yeah, well, maybe like Jiggy, she prefers to keep her private life private.
And she also hangs out with Lance Bass's dog.
That's right. The three of them are sitting there watching The Bachelor. Well, what I meant to say is like Stassi and Kristen, like they link up at the bar and take a shot, which this is supposed to be like this. As I was saying, this unholy union. It's like, what? You punched her in the face this time last season. And I can understand that the three witches of Eastwick over there, Sheena, Ariana, and Katie are like this, just like, just grimacing. And that's so fake. I can't believe it. Stirring their pot, double toil and trouble over there, which mixing up my witch metaphors here. And they're just grimacing. And meanwhile, they're over taking a shot with Natalie with an H. And Christina is gassing Stassi up. If she was really your friend, she would have walked right over here and did this thing.
KK gassing the shit out of Stassi. Boom. Got it right there in my
Yeah.
notes.
Okay, because she is like the vitriol in her voice. It's like she might as well be like, slapping her face and be like, "Get in there, girl, get in there!" Like
Oh yeah,
Vaseline
she's
in her face.
Flavor
I'm like,
Flav out here. She's got a hype man out here is what she is, man. Stassi also thinks that it's weird. She's like, sure is weird seeing these people here. They work here. They
weird seeing you here.
why are you I can tell you why everyone is here except you. Like, oh, I didn't know you got invited by Lisa. Like
It's weird you're here, dummy.
no, I'm giving Jiggy free goat cheese balls and I'm swatting your hand away. Get away from here. Scram.
Exactly.
Go back.
And look, the editors stay on these folks' neck because Jax walks in, and whether it was a direct reaction or not, but like Sandoval, his face is he gets a real mean mug and he's like steaming, like, and you could just like see him kind of like building himself up. And is this where Vale flirts with him right in front of Peter? Is this where it is, or is it later?
Yeah, I think it's a little later, but
okay,
it's rough.
But also
it's very rough. Yeah.
This is where him and LVP banter a little bit. She's like, "Hey, can I buy you a drink?" And listen, the Buddy movie is writing itself at this point.
I know. And Sandoval's the old disgruntled buddy who's not his partner anymore. He's like, that guy can fuck off. Like, very serious. And that's when I was like, we're back at Sir. It's a finale. Are we getting another fight again? Like, I was really keyed up for that.
Yes, sort of, because between Stassi and Katie, they didn't come to fisticuffs, but it was a very tense exchange here. Like,
I mean, I thought like Sandoval and Jax were gonna fight again.
Oh, yeah, it got real bad, the Sir Alley back there, but, I guess Kristen was there to diffuse the situation. You know how she does that? She always brings the temperature down in a room, typically.
Yeah. Like, Sheena's so excited to see what happens between these two people, but she hates to be between two people.
Yeah, she just is trying to mind her own Mrs. Cheese business. Like, she's just out here trying to live her life like a married lady. I want to talk a little bit about this exchange between Stassi and Katie here.
Yes.
Because they are like treading the same ground over and over and over again. And, Stassi is very, very like stuck in this situation, this way of thinking about, no, you betrayed me by being friends with these folks. We don't have to relitigate it. But I want to ask you, what do you think Stassi thinks would happen if she just let it go and was like, all right, you know what, Katie, fine, have at it. Go on, be friends with those folks. I miss you, come back. Why do you think Stassi is so reluctant to cross over into that kind of like free space?
Oh, I think coming down and apologizing or going back on her own word like that is something that's not even something she can grasp. That's not an idea she has. That kind of thing Katie had where she wasn't really getting along with Sheena, but they work together. They're going to be doing things together. Her boyfriend's friends with her boyfriend. And that, as she exactly said a couple episodes ago, bury the hatchet. That's not an arrow that's in Stassi's quiver. Like, she doesn't have that. Like, Jax, you could just tell the truth and it would really help yourself. Like, he doesn't have that. Like, we've talked about some stuff, her from the very beginning, like trying to even flirt with the idea of like, let me just open my arms and bring Katie back in and we can figure out all the details later. Let's recognize we love each other. That's so not a thing that she could ever do.
So do you think she thinks she would be losing if she did that? Like it would, like she'd be, like should we have lost the war or the battle or whatever?
No, she's just on a team that is above that other team. So they were never playing together in the first place.
Oh, so it's just beneath her to even say sorry. Interesting.
Yeah.
Because
as long as this conversation's going. Oh no. I mean, it was either write it down verbatim or not. Cause Katie was just like,
yeah.
I mean, first off, it's so weird, that Katie's like, you make it awkward and I've been a better friend and you don't answer my text. And Stassi's like, how would I know? And then you can see her hear it and go like, the reason I don't know is because I didn't fucking answer my friend back, and now I'm fucked. And and I'm more aware than Jax. I at least know this is being filmed, so I'm trying not to dig myself a deeper hole and keep going. But I mean, you ran off to Miami, you switched sides. Like, there aren't sides. Like, they never had an agreement. Like, I shall never speak to Sheena in that way. Like, this is all in Stassi's head.
And it's emotionally immature for you to position your friend as on a side. Like, if you're not with me, you're against me. That is just not a grown-up way of thinking, because you can't move through the world that way.
No, and that's why you have to come to conversations where somebody's like, it's hurtful and you're rude. And so Stassi's like, all right, and leaves. Well, just like when Stassi said, maybe we were never friends, and she shuts down the conversation, or she kicks people out of her house, or she just shuts people down by saying it's her birthday. Like, that slam the door shut mentality is her to a T. And I mean, that's why she's the one that leaves.
Yeah.
Leaves Katie feeling bad. But then here's your gross Vale and Jax thing.
Poor Peter. So, another awkward encounter. So, the name of this episode should have been called Weird Awkward Encounters between Kristen and LVP. And this is where Kristen compares her to a bad relationship. And so then, Lisa presses her a little bit on this and says, well, what'd you learn, dear? And then she proceeds to list. I didn't write down the list, but it was something to the tune of not screw over my friendships, not something or another. Did you get a chance to make a note of the ways that Sir taught her how to be grown?
She gets into Tom and Ariana, like, real quick. I mean, it's the same conversation from the wedding that we had. Like, they just continued that. Like, we ended that weird conversation at the wedding where it was like almost I shook it off. Like, well, at least we don't have to do that again. And then we get it today immediately.
Well, she says in her confessional, I really think that Kristen is going to, it's her chance to evolve and to mature, and being away from Sir will do that. Cut to say, if Tom wasn't a lying cheater, there wouldn't be nobody have problems around in here. I was like, well, took care of that. Nipped that right in the bud.
And she's like, you're good? Oh, yeah, I'm happy. Like, if you're happy, you'd let it go. And I mean, you need, she just has that need to make it right, If
everybody is telling you you're dead, Kristen, lay down.
I did think of that one a couple of times. Yeah.
Yeah.
We get one of those whip arounds here too with seeing a bunch of people, and it's just tense. It's so tense.
Lisa says that Kristen needs to make it right with Ariana and Tom. What are some things that will happen before Kristen makes it right? So, hell will freeze over.
I will see Led Zeppelin play a concert, like the original lineup. I will see that happen. We will find out if Audrey was right or not about dinosaurs.
That's right. Like, pigs fly out of my ear. Like, that's never going to happen, Lisa. At least not in our foreseeable future. So Stassi is there, and she looks really good too, though. With this, she looks like a little bit like a Robert Palmer girl with her red lipstick and her hair pulled back.
Nice. Nice pull.
But when she sees Jax, she freaks out. And this is where I think Reddit was getting the, Patrick of it all. I think Patrick must have laid down some laws or made some threats about, hey, if you go to this thing, don't interact with him. You better not be seen on camera with him. You better not this, and this. Because when have we ever seen Stassi this scared to interact with anybody? And even before Patrick's, they've been in the same room together. Like, it wasn't like she was frightened.
Not really many times as scared, but we have seen those two at the bar and in the truck when they're having an intense conversation, and she's kind of shaky, and we're like, do authorities need to be called? So, I mean, they've talked about, and they've also talked about hitting each other and stuff. So, I mean, some shit's gone down. So, it's not just two people who didn't get along well at the restaurant. There is some very serious shit. And also, she was 23, 24 years old when all that's happening. So, I mean, I get it, but she decides to turn on a dime, which we've learned this season, not always a bad move. Going back from Sandoval, Anne-Marie comes in and he bolts. That ended up being a great move. Like, sometimes actually just picking yourself up and taking it out of the situation, maybe not always a bad thing.
But this reaction is disproportionate, right? I mean, to like seeing him in a crowded restaurant where she doesn't even have to interact with him. It's not like they have to like ride in an Uber together. Like, this reaction feels disproportionate to me. And so that makes me feel like I guess that's what Reddit was talking about too, that maybe there are some outside factors influencing her, like threatening her to not interact with him.
I get that, but we have seen her like kind of physically scared of him.
Yeah.
Like we have seen some bad stuff go down between these two, and that's just what we've seen. So, and again,
I mean, you're right.
And if she wants to move past it, there's nothing really to be gained by the two of them hanging out. What? Jax is going to like smooth things over?
Well, not if you ask Lisa, because Lisa's like, girl, just go talk to him. Just go do
Like,
it. Don't be scared. Don't
go
run
ask him
away
if
from
he
your
has
problems.
socks on.
Yeah.
See what he says.
Like, if this is her abuser, maybe don't send him over. Send her over to have a conversation with him. Like, But then we get this whole, like, so long Stassi montage. And listen, it read mean. It was too mean for my taste. I didn't care for it.
Even though, I mean, they're just doing a version of her own self,
I know.
Like, she says goodbye to Sheena and all those mean things she said. Goodbye, Sheena's this and goodbye, Sheena's that. Well, the whole crew who thought it was mean gets to jump on board and say one thing about how... But this has to be a little producers playing it up,
I
right?
was just about to say, it was production being mean to her because they had to set those interview questions. Like, if you had to say so long to Stassi, what would you say so long to? And so they knew what they were doing, They knew what they were doing.
I do like Tom's, it's my birthday.
Well, I like the one where it's like about her tacky statement necklaces. Damn, not
corny
necklaces. Yeah,
corny
right.
statement necklaces.
Corny.
Yeah.
So it was a little mean, but so then we're in the back alley. So
yeah.
Well, and this is where Sandoval pulls Jax for a chat in the alley. Right? He's like, "Hey, man, let's go have a chat." And Jax again straight up denies it. But like, "No, man, that didn't happen. What are you talking about? I've never been here before, sir. I don't know her. What are you talking about? Kristen? Never met her. I don't know what you're talking about. Nothing." And Tom Sandoval is sitting there and he's like, "Bro, I know what you did." And then like they both look to Schwartz at one point and he was just like, "Dude, don't do this." Like, he was like, just make it stop.
This should be like one of his, like a big quote from him forever. Just like, dude, why? Just that should be attributed to him in a major way. Yeah.
And both of those Toms know this man is lying. They know the truth. I think Jax knows they know the truth. So what are we doing here? What are you trying to maintain? You're caught. You caught, Jax. You caught. Then Kristen, it's like, I think I should probably go see about this out here. Let me go check it out.
Let me go levitate into the alley.
Yeah.
Oh, you saw her walking? I did not see her walking. I saw this spirit just red dress across the screen.
I mean, I saw her real haughtily be like, "Hi, guys. Let me interrupt your party." Sits right down, lights up a Benson and Hedges 100s like this. Yeah.
Kids, look through your grandfather's magazines for a Benson and Hedges reference also.
Be like, "Hey, what's going on? What y'all talking about? What's new? What you heard? How am I?" And
how about them Dodgers? What's going on?
Yeah. Like, just casual as hell. And so, of course, Sandoval asks her to confirm it. And before he can even finish the sentence, she was like, 1,000,000%. He said it multiple times. 1,000,000%. And Jax, there is one thing he does not like to happen. He don't like to be ganged up on. His face gets red. Those veins are bulging. He's like, "This is why nobody likes you. This is why you suck. Nobody's going to like you around here." Just mad and hollering. And Sandoval turns on her too. "Well, you don't got no friends around here. Just leave me alone." Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. This situation, everybody knows that Tom really did it, but they are all fighting like some invisible sword. So like Tom is trying to like maintain the idea that this woman is lying. Kristen is trying to expose Tom's lie. Jax is trying to ingratiate himself to some people by telling them one thing and then denying it to other people. And it's like everybody is just like point like that Spider-Man meme.
Yeah,
Everybody's
they're all the
pointing each
same.
other.
And
Yeah.
they're all like, what the smartest move right here is for Sandoval and Kristen to team up because they both want something out of this. Kristen can't, or for a different team up needs to happen because Kristen wants the information from Tom or the verification from that group at some point. Tom and Schwartz just want Jax to say what the fuck is going on. Like, and dude, I'm not talking about this one thing with Miami girl. I'm talking about Vegas. I'm talking about Schwartz. I'm talking about all the horrible shit we have heard about you that we do keep locked up, and you're out here just spouting off about and then lying to us about it. Like, just fucking say it, dude. And like, those things can't happen at once. Like, you're going to have to get one of them to happen and then the other. Like, otherwise it's going to be, I never said that. I didn't. I meant the girls told me is what I said had happened. Not that I saw it. The girls told me. That's what I told you. Is that, I mean, like whatever mess is going to come out of Jax's mouth.
But listen, the devil works hard, but those Bravo editors working harder. You can't get away with one goddamn thing. He's like, I never said that. Flash to him literally saying it. He's like, I didn't tell them girls that. What? Not one thing. Flash to him telling it all. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe they all should be watching the show that they're on, or at least taking notes in every scene that they're in. Every time there's a camera around, be like, hey man, I said this, because we can see you. Like, we see what's happening. And when you deny something that we literally saw with our own eyes, it's just, it doesn't make good sense. And Jax is the worst about doing it. Like, at least Kristen will come clean when she's caught. Oh, and did you notice though too, when Ariana and Sheena were in the makeup trailer and Sheena was like, hey, he is a liar. She said, how long did it take you guys to come clean up to Kristen about you and him? And I'm like, okay, so now we're just out here accepting that rumor was true, which I guess he kind of admitted it. He said made out in the golden nugget or whatever.
You said that meant the second he cops to that little bit, the entire part of it's true, right? I mean,
yeah, exactly.
Right.
And so we see you. We see what's happening here. And Jax, again, then flips it on them. Well, if you hadn't been doing all this shit, nothing would have ever happened. And then, screams at everybody. And then he's like, I'm out of here. Fuck this. And then leaves. Literally same pattern as before at the Pink Hotel. He just played it out exactly step by step.
So you were going to just skip over the you burn through friends like Jax does condoms comment from Sandoval? Oh. Well, I'm sorry to bring it up, but that happened.
I felt like it was kind of low-hanging fruit.
How long did he have that in his pocket before he decided to use that? You know, he wrote that like 9 months before that.
But also, hasn't it been well established that Jax does not use condoms? That he is just out
gross.
here.
I'm sorry I brought it up. No, I'm sorry. That's on me. That's my bad. I brought it up and now I want it to stop. That's a horrible.
No.
I'm sorry.
You open the can of worms, Daddy got to eat the whole thing.
It
is a bad metaphor. It's a bad metaphor because we know that this man is spreading his STDs all over West Hollywood and
fast forward
and Las Vegas and Miami. And so Kristen, after they berate her, which Thomas Schwartz is just sitting there hoping the earth will open up and swallow him because he hates confrontation. He doesn't like it when Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
No. He wants to go back to his cartoon world where he came from.
Yeah, and not even Mommy and Daddy. He just hates it when daddies are fighting.
Yes.
And Kristen is getting yelled at, insulted. You're psycho. You stay out of my life. You're obsessed, blah, blah, blah. And so she gets up and flits around and walks by where like Lisa and Katie and them and was like, good luck to you, girl. Which all of them immediately interpret as a threat. Lisa's like, oh shit, what do we need good luck for? Like, what the hell? Because she immediately finds it to be a threatening way to say it. And then she just floats right on out.
Yep.
And then barf. Sandoval apologizes to Ariana for his ex-girlfriend, and then right there in front of their boss and friend says, "Hey, do you want to move in with me?"
Yep.
This is not a private conversation. Like, should we be here for this?
Well, once again, these are a bunch of ill-timed bros, and these bros ask some questions at some ill time. Like, why right now? Like, all right, what do you want to do after I ask you? Like, just make out in front of everybody for a minute? You betcha. Let's go.
Yeah. The worst part, though, I wrote bar like 4 times. The worst part, though, is Ariana, like, mewing, "Oh, yes, I live with you. Ooh, ooh." And I'm just like, "Ugh, girl, gross." And then they start tonguing down right in front of their boss. I'm like, ugh. You know, Katie makes a joke about Ariana getting pregnant. Like, I think we all got pregnant watching that. Like, take it elsewhere. Keep it classy. God. And then we get the ultimatum.
Shorty. That's right. Yeah.
So, what are the chances of her following through with this? Like, what do you think is going to happen? Do you think the 6 months are going to come and he's going to still be fucking off and she's going to break up with him? Do you think she's just going to, like, keep abiding his nonsense? Do you think he's going to straighten up? Like, what do you think is going to happen?
My outright guess is he buckles, does it, but doesn't really want to do it. And she just assumes it's all going to be great from then on out. And they end up shorty at the altar is what I'm guessing.
Nothing spells successful marriage by, like, an ultimatum. Like,
right. Well, I mean, it starts way even before that when she's going to be up front with him finally. Like, am I the girl you want to be with? And it's like, here we go. Put up or fucking shut up. And he says, yes. He can't even, he's got to do the little bubba talk. Like, am I the girl you want to be with? And he goes, yes. Like he's a Adam Sandler character without all the comedy. I mean, right now,
so bad.
She wants commitment, and you are doing your little bubba talk, and like, well, I put a ring on it. She's like, actually, you didn't put a ring on it. Like, A, don't use that fucking phrase. B, if you're going to use it, at least have actually you dumb son of a bitch. What are you even thinking right here? Like, so of course she comes up with like the only decent response to this. Like,
I mean, like, he is such a schmuck. Like, no, what did you call him? A putz. That's what it is.
Putz.
He is such a putz. Like, he can't even read the tenor of this situation. He thinks he's going to yuck himself out of it. And like, she is so infuriated. Like, I can see her trying to stay in this, like, kind of constructive place. Right? Where she's like, I really want to fucking kill him. I really want to choke him out, but he needs to hear me. And she even says, you act like you don't think I'm serious. He doesn't. He absolutely does not think she's serious. I do not think that this man thinks that she's going to leave him. And when she does, or if and when she does, he's going to be like, oh my God, I can't believe she left me. Came out of nowhere. And it's going to be like, no, it didn't, dude.
I would respond more serious if you're like, you do want to cover the reunions, right? Like, and if I was like, yes, I would want you to smack me. Like, I'm asking you to be upset with me if I say that. But look, Sundi, she's afraid of heights and he don't take her up to Mount Everest. So why should he have to marry her? Did you think about it like that? Thank you, Tom. No, I had not considered that before.
You're right, Tom. Yeah, exactly right. My bad. My bad for being so short-sighted.
Also, is he actually saying, like, she's the only thing keeping him from climbing Mount Everest at this point? Like, otherwise, I would have been up there. Kilimanjaro, no problem. Done it twice on top of it. I'll be down at K2 next summer. I'm doing all this now that Katie's not with me.
I'm surprised. I mean, this man doesn't have enough resolve to even plan a trip to Kilimanjaro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he has no commitment. He can't commit to walking Gordo twice a day. Like, come on.
Not happening.
And then he says, do you love me? And she's like, for now, which, good. Keep him on his toes, girl.
He also touched her lips. We didn't need that.
I was like, just see that. That is private.
It's like, this is 10 strikes. You've struck out not once, not twice, 3 outs. This inning's over and another one. This is 10. I mean, this scene was 45 seconds long. Tom, if this was your audition tape for Boyfriend, you have done horribly.
You failed, Boyfriend.
What a dud. All right.
He really, really, some things are just not meant for us to see.
You realize I just saw Jax Taylor in the alley and you're coming out looking horrible. Like, that's how bad you are.
Actually, like, he had to be real. Like, he fell off the floor. Like, he was like below it. And then so they gather. This is like the end, and this is kind of classic finale stuff where they kind of like reflect. And Lisa's about to show the pictures from the shoot, but she never misses an opportunity to jank on Jax's penis size or his sexual prowess. Like, she is always going to take the opening. She's like, yeah, this is Jax's porno, and it's very short. Which, that doesn't really line up either. Does that mean his dick is short or he can't like fuck for a long time? Like, get it together, Lisa.
Well, we were watching the, Oscars last night, which made me think, since we were talking about this, what do you think a good like parody porn movie of Jax's porn movie would be?
Number one hole in the group.
Wow. I had on Sex Lies and I forgot this was videotaped.
Well, next season, he tells his friends that he's the number one guy in the group. And so his porn would be the number one hole in the group.
Oh, well, that's also gross. Yeah.
There's also
Jaxed and Unvaxxed, volumes 1 through 6.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse.
Okay.
The number one hole in the
Vanderpump's
group.
Jewels. All right. We're going to move on past that.
Or it could just be Vanderpumps.
Yeah. Season 12 coming at you.
Uh-huh. That's so gross. Jackson Unvaxxed. So, speaking of him being an idiot, his reflection is he can't think of one thing he would do different. Not one thing. Cheating on folks, getting ill-advised tattoos, getting your truck towed. That's just life, man. That's
all just life right there. That's all just life.
It's just life. It's just life.
Why is Kristen still there?
Sheena, listen, this woman is
never
gonna not be where it is. I know. Well, she gave a big speech, remember? Like, good luck.
I know.
This woman is never going to not be in the middle of some shit. Like, you couldn't have blasted her out of that restaurant with a stick of dynamite. She needs to be wherever it is. Because she was even, like, pantomiming, like, gross, throw up, and rolling her eyes. And it's like, girl.
What's she doing there?
Why are you here?
And also, do you have any regrets? And he said all that. It's like, dude, it's just a question. It's a rhetorical question to stimulate thought. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, that's where they got it wrong right there. Because Sheena did have some like reflection on her. So she was like, I'm in a really good place and like, I'm friends with everyone. And who knew this time last year I would be really feeling really good. And, it was like she had some good things to say. But not before she barks at Kristen for rolling her eyes. Kristen, don't roll your eyes. Kristen's like, I give up. No, ma'am, you never will. Don't tease us with a good time. We know that you will never give up. But that's where we get the all right, Ariana, you won this and you won that. Like another kind of, in terms of like parallel structure to the So Long Saucy. It's like, you won not knowing where your boyfriend is, and you won this and that and that. And she was like, fuck them all. And then there was some small dick jokes.
Yes.
I didn't have too many because the pasts.
My head, Sandoval was rocking one of those. These come and gone, and I guess men's fashion especially, but he had one of those rings where it was just a big S. Like sometimes, like back in the day, people had like multiple rings with the name or like a big, I feel like that goes in and out of style. And he was rocking one of those when Ariana and Tom were making out and they talk about her getting pregnant in the gazebo. It was a little like Tracy Jordan on 30 Rock. It reminded me of somebody's going to get pregnant. Like, so this was a little after that came on, but it was definitely, we were all saying that kind of thing. Like, get pregnant behind the junior high a whole lot. Also, they had been around for a while at this point. but Schwartz seems like he should just be on a Segway. I don't know if that really qualifies, but he totally would have been somebody that pulled up like, ding, ding, like, next big thing, guys. It's going to be Segways
Schwartz.
all over the place.
Paul Schwartz, mall cop, like that was his vibe. And
yeah, exactly.
Look, Nolan asked, it was about this time, I think, Nolan asked for a Segway for Christmas one year. And I was like, girl, what? No, those are $1 million.
And no one's going to use them
asked for
anyway.
She also asked for a smart board one year, too. So I was like, she had real high hopes there for a while. Yeah, I didn't have any. I was just like rushing through, so I didn't really have any because the past.
Schwartz got a drink poured on him, which is, like what he did in the past. So, boom, there you go. Accidentally,
Stassi got a drink.
Stassi was like leaning over to say something to Katie and spilled a little drink on Schwartz. So that's like the past in this little show here.
Nice little come around. Yeah, guys will come around. Who is your chump? Your Vander Chump of the week. Are we doing Vander Chumps of this episode? Or are we doing the whole season?
I thought about that.
For the reunions? I can't remember.
Well, I had a tough time deciding, so I cheated the system. And I'm saying it's Schwartz for tonight because of that last conversation. But in the end, I'm going to say Kristen because everyone, for the most part, is the same. Like, Jax is going to be the same. Stassi's going to be the same.
Yeah.
Kristen's going to be the same. But Kristen isn't allowed to work there anymore, and she's supposedly not going to be around. So I'm saying for keeping her being the same, but not figuring out how to do it in a way to, keep her around and do it wisely. She let it get the best of her.
Schwartz and Kristen were like my perma Trump, and I kind of had a hard time coming up with an LVP because not normally, but it could have been Katie. If she didn't suffer this fool for so long. But I mean, who's your LVP?
Both of mine had stipulations also because I was, when I said this was Oops All Chumps a few weeks ago, like that's really kind of stuck around because Katie, we love her, but like to watch her have these conversations week in and week out here lately. But I do see some potential for her being, not that I like these people being divided up into teams that they do, but if there is, or there's one to unify everybody, at this point, it would be Katie. So that's the person I think if she got her way, it would be everybody is getting along. And I like that. And I hope she can find a way. But
I guess
there's
what would that show be?
I like the idea for that Top Chef. We'll watch it tonight.
Exactly right.
Also, though, Stassi for being the same as ever and climbing her way back in a little bit. I don't know what exactly had to happen, but Lisa keeps her around. No. She keeps coming around.
Rejected.
And she hadn't had to work. Mm-mm. She's making it work for her, is what I'm saying. So,
no, I won't allow it.
You tell me. Then.
At this point, I'm saying Jiggy. He's a real trooper. He turns up. He hits his marks. He does what he's supposed to do. He looks real handsome.
His marks.
Like he's like doing the job. Also, I mean, listen, this is controversial. Okay.
Yes.
But I think Jax could be the LVP in that he keeps the wheels of drama and tension and conflict moving. If he were not part of this cast, it would have been 4 episodes long. Because somebody would have been like, hey, did this happen? Another person would have been like, no, it didn't. Then it'd be like, okay, all right, well, let's move on. But with Jax, he's constantly like keeping the pot stirring. It's boiling over. So in that way, he is the biggest, mover of plot.
I get that. But I mean, also, if he just answered the question and move on, wouldn't we maybe get to hear about some other better stuff than just watching him go, no, I didn't. I mean, I didn't. What do you mean? Shut the fuck up.
Like,
I didn't.
Hey, you suck.
That's all.
I can't talk about this anymore.
Yeah, bye.
I mean, I don't know. Like, who knows what we're missing? Maybe we could get some of Peter and his, ladies' man action. If we can
crying over Vale? Like, crying into his hair doll being made with Vale's hair?
Also, why? Why is Vale? What purpose?
I don't know. I can't. She
Did
just
Dale
really.
serve?
She came up and went back down every now and then. It was.
Yeah, I think
She was around.
Abe,
She was around this year, is what I would say overall.
but like they teased us with a little bit of a storyline with Jax. She decided not. Then Peter, and she decided not. And she was in the finale. She was in the photo shoot. Like, is she coming back for season 4? Are we getting Vel for season 4? I don't know. Do we do predictions
why not?
now?
I mean,
or do we do them during the reunion? I can't remember.
I think we can wait.
Okay. All right. Well, on that note, we're this episode's late, so sorry, y'all. You're welcome, I guess, for it showing up at all.
That's right.
But please tune in to our Top Chef coverage, which drops on Monday nights, because no longer are we doing season 12 because that season wrapped up. So stay tuned for that. Top Shelf and not Top Shelf.
Our coverage is Top Shelf of Top Chef, everybody.
That's right. And I have a little extra content. Since Jeff said no to Ladies of London, I had to go out in the streets and recruit somebody to watch Ladies of London with me. So the first 3 episodes we will drop later this week, probably Thursday. Maybe.
Yeah.
Don't hold me to that, but in and around
possibly
there.
with a special caller named Jeff.
That's right. That's right, because he will not be left out of things,
I've
even
looked
though I
into it.
asked many times.
The original looks very. I'm interested.
But yes, our friend Emily, who is a psychologist, socialite, and expert on all things etiquette and, highfalutin business, is going to join Ellie Mae and talk about Ladies of London. So stay tuned for that. Find us on the socials and, YouTube. You can see us and hear us and all of that. Instagram and TikTok now.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
They can't hear you nod, Jeff.
I didn't know if you're going to continue on or not.